everyone, welcome to my channel. So basically what I'm going to be doing is doing book reviews. I have physical books, and then I have books that I've read on my Kindle. And for my first video, I thought I would do a what I've read in February. Um, what I've done with February and what I've read in February video. So I'm just gonna see how this goes, and hopefully you guys like what I do. So this month I read a combination of Kindle stuff on my Kindle, physical books, and then I read two audiobooks. So the two audiobooks that I read was An Invitation to a Killer by G.M. Mallet. And if I said your name wrong, I'm so sorry. And I also read Every Missing... Hang on, let me make sure I'm getting this right. So hang on just 1 second. Every Missing Girl by Leanne Kate Sparks. And I'm finishing that one today, which is February 28th. And it's really good so far. Both of these are kind of... One's a cozy mystery. The one I said before is a cozy mystery, and I really liked it a lot. I don't normally read cozy mysteries. I've read another one by, there's like an Agatha Christie inspired cozy mystery series, which I might do I might reread it and do a review on it on here for it. And then I'm reading Every Missing Girl right now, finishing it at least, which is probably what I'm going to do after I get done with this. And then I read Serving Girls Gone by Alison Brennan, Chain of Thorns by Cassandra Clare, which I will always read Cassandra Clare. Always. She's one of my favorite authors. The Senator's Wife by Liv Constantine, which hasn't been released yet. I received the knock of it on my Kindle. Twisted by Emily McIntyre. Twisted is like a Disney reimagining of Aladdin. So basically you're kind of rooting for Jafar, basically. And then I also read My Summer Darlings by Makeup. It has The Girl with the Make-Believe Husband by Julia Quinn. And Because of Miss Bridgerton, also by Julia Quinn, which is the first two books in the Bridgerton prequel series. So if you liked Bridgerton, you'll probably also like these two books. I found them that these characters are very different than the Bridgerton siblings, obviously. So they're basically like their aunts and uncles and everything. And then I also read The Sleepwalker by Elsie George and The Wedding Retreat by Julia Bartz, which was the first book I read for the month of February. And it was actually pretty good. It's like basically these two aspiring writers, they used to be best friends, and they end up getting onto this wedding retreat. And as they get more and more into writing, they find out that they're pretty isolated, and they're basically forced to write like a whole new book by an infamous author who's basically a recluse, and everything. I won't spoil it too much if you haven't read it yet. It's only been out about a month. I also won't spoil these other books too much if you haven't read them yet. But I really enjoyed them. Most of them were 5 to 4.5 star reads. And I'm going to try and upload maybe 3 times a week. Just depends on my schedule. So mostly I'll most likely start doing Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays maybe. I might change it later on. I have some books coming in the mail, so I'll do like a big book haul of books that I just received and books that I went ahead and opened that I got last week. which is exactly what happened. Like, I get books sometimes sent to me, sometimes I buy them myself. So, and sometimes I just have them already pre-downloaded, because I get books from like NetGalley, Alley's Reviews, and I'm also part of Nova Suspects Insider Club, which is something new that they started, which is actually pretty exciting. I received 2 books from them, and I'll actually go ahead and show you guys to see kind of what I am going to be reading. Hang on just one second. So basically, I received 2 books in the mail this past Friday, which is Those Who Wish Me Dead by Michael Coyota. I think that's how you say his name. This book is also now a major motion picture. I'll basically read the back, if you guys never heard of him, because I definitely haven't. After 14-year-old Jace Wilson witnesses a brutal murder, he's plunged into a new life, issued a false identity, and hidden in a wilderness survival program for troubled teens. The plan is to get Jace off the grid while the police find the 2 killers. And so the nightmare begins. The killers, known as the Blackwell Brothers, are slaughtering anyone who gets in their way. Soon all that remains between them and the boy are the couple who won the wilderness survival program. A woman who occupies a lonely fire lookout tower, and endless miles of desolate Montana mountains. But the clock ticks, the mountains are burning, and those who wish Jake Wilson dead are drawing ever closer. So here's one of the books. And then this other book that I received is coming out in July. It's called An Honest Man by Michael Coyota. Once again, I apologize if I say the name wrong. It says, after discovering 7 men murdered aboard their yacht, including 2 Senate rivals, Israel Pike is regarded as the prime suspect. A troubled man infamous on Salvation Point Island for killing his own father a decade before. Israel has few options, no friends, and a life-threatening secret. Elsewhere on the island, 12-year-old Lyman Rankin seeks shelter from his alcoholic father in an abandoned house, only to discover that he is not alone. A mysterious woman greets him with a hatchet and a promise: "Make a sound, and I will kill you." As the investigation barrels forward, Lyman, Israel, and the fate of the case collide in immutable ways, winding with mounting suspense, storing emotion, and a deep understanding of character. Coyota continues to prove why Stephen King has called him a master, and Michael Connelly has deemed him one of the best, plain and simple. So I'll try and read these 2 at the beginning of the month of March, and let you guys know my thoughts. I'll maybe do like a separate video for these 2 books. And then I also received recently in the mail through a Goodreads giveaway, Young Women and the Sea. Now, normally I don't read nonfiction, but this book actually seems pretty interesting, and I received it in a giveaway, so I'll let you guys know if I read the entire thing or if I DNF it, because some books I do DNF because they do sound interesting. The premise seems interesting to me, and then I start reading it, and then I realize, yeah, this book just isn't for me. I don't know if anybody else is like that. And with books, some people do like annotating. I only annotate on my Kindle for obvious reasons. Like, I might have done maybe 1 or 2 books when I was in middle school that I wrote in. So those books, obviously, I would be keeping. But like, if I don't like any of these books, I'll probably put them on my Pango Books account, which I will link below, as well as my Goodreads and my blog that I recently started. I had another one, but then it got the account got messed up or something, so I had to restart everything. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys again soon.